Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'll be fitting this Irwin record V175 woodworker's voice to my workbench.
So I recently built a workbench in my workshop. If you'd like to see the video, I'll leave a link in the description box below to that video. So now I just need a voice to be installed onto the bench. I went with this Irwin record 7-inch voice. I had a look at smaller voices and larger voices, and I decided that a 7-inch voice would be ideal for what I need, and it gives just enough capacity as well, depth wise, for general purpose DIY and woodworking. I started off by dismantling the voice, and this would just make the installation a little bit easier. I offered up the back jaw to where I want it on the bench, and then using a squeeze clamp I just clamped it in position. Then I could use an awl to make 2 marks onto the bench, and this is where the screws are going to go to hold the back jaw on. Now I've already added plenty of extra wood underneath the bench, and that will give me plenty to screw into later on. So now I'm marking up the 4 holes where I'm going to add some coach screws to attach the voice to the bench. For the jaws I'm going to be using this hardwood. I'm not sure whether it's mahogany or oak, but it should be ideal to make the jaws for this voice. So I could just quickly rip it down on the table saw, and I made them slightly shallower than they need to be, and that way I can shim them up later on so that they sit flush with the top of the workbench. I also made the jaws a little bit wider than they need to be as well, just to give me some extra gripping area. Once I'd cut the first jaw, I could use that as a template to cut the second jaw. Now for the back jaw screws, where them 2 awl marks are, I need to recess the heads of these screws. So I'm just doing that now with a countersink bit. So to attach the voice I'm going to use these long coach screws, and I'm going to add some larger washers at the back and some smaller ones at the front. Here I'm just drilling some pilot holes ready for the coach screws. You could use through bolts here, but I don't really think they'll be necessary. There's plenty of wood for these screws to grip into. So now I'm just adding the jaw and using a ruler as a shim to get the height correct. And to attach the jaws I'm going to use these screws that go almost all the way through the wood but not quite. So now to get the back jaw on, I'm using that shim and then a combination square to get it nicely centralised, and I can just drill a couple of small pilot holes and then add the screws. I could then add the coach screws and connect the voice to the bench. Now I could add the front jaw. So just offering it up, I can clamp it into position, making sure that it lines up with the back jaw. And again, drilling a couple of pilot holes and adding some screws. Now I can just make sure that it's nice and flush with the top. And sand over all of the edges just to make the jaws a little bit more durable and resistant to chips and splits. I then decided to add some teak oil to the jaws just to protect them and to keep them clean. I could then take a cloth and just buff off the excess oil. And it gave me about 5 inches or so of clamping capacity, even with the 2 centimeter wooden jaws, which will be ideal for what I need. I wanted to add a bit of lubricant. I decided to use this Teflon lubricant, and that shouldn't attract too much dust and grime to the screw.
Okay, so that is about it for this video. I think the vice has turned out just fine. Really easy, smooth installation. I didn't run into any problems, so that's great. And I think it's just about the right size for what I need. It's not too small and it's not too big. It's just right for general sort of use and DIY purposes. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.